All right, this is the Honors Pre-Calculus, Chapter 7.7, the product to sum formulas, the part 1 of the lesson. So here we are, we got the 3 product to sum formulas, okay? So let's take a look at the first question. All right, so the first question, we got the sine multiplied by the cosine, okay? So you're gonna have to use the formula I provide on the bottom, okay? So we're gonna have 1/2 bracket, and then we got sine. We're gonna have to add the two angles up, so that's gonna be 270 degrees, and then plus sine. Now we find the difference of 195 and 75. That's gonna be 120. Okay, so you see me that I'm showing you guys the 270, so it's gonna be 0 comma negative 1. So which means that for the sine 270 is going to be negative 1 plus, now I'm showing you guys the 120. So sine 120, you're going to have to know that the y and r, right? So the y is going to be rad 3, r is going to be 2. So in this case, it's going to be rad 3 over 2. Okay, so now I'll just go ahead and distribute the 1/2. So it's going to be negative 1/2 plus rad 3 over 4, and now we're just going to combine the fractions, and then go ahead and do your thing, and then you're going to see that the answer is rad 3 minus 2 over 4. Okay, so let's check out the next one, number 2. So now this is the product of two cosines. So first of all, apply the formula. So it's going to be 1/2. Okay, so it's going to have cosine and a difference of two angles. And then that's going to be 285 subtract 195, and that's going to be 90 degrees. Okay, and then we're going to add the cosine of the sum of the two measures. So that's going to be 285 plus 195, and that's going to be 480. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to go ahead and just figure out what cosine 90 degrees the ratio is. So we know that 90 degrees is 0 comma positive 1. So for the cosine 90, it's going to be 0 plus, and then cosine 480. We know that cosine for it's basically x, right? So it's going to be negative 1, and then the radius is 2. So it's going to be negative 1 over 2. Okay, so now you got 1/2 multiplied by negative 1 over 2. Your answer is going to be negative 1/4. Okay, so let's check out the next one. All right, so now we got the product of two sines. Okay, so go ahead and apply the formula one more time. So we always start with the 1/2 bracket. Here we got the cosine. Now we find the difference of the two measures. So that's going to be 210. And then we're going to be subtracting cosine the sum of the two measures. That's going to be 360. Okay. All right, so we got the 360 right here, and we got the 210 over here. So we're just going to be focusing on the cosine, which means just the x's, right? So this is going to be negative rad 3 and 2 for the radius. So 1/2 times cosine 210 is going to be negative rad 3 over 2. Okay, and then we're going to be subtracting. So for the 360, this is 1 comma 0, so x equals to 1. So cosine 360 is just 1. Okay, so go ahead and distribute the 1/2. So you're going to get negative rad 3 over 4 minus 1/2, and that's your answer right there. You can combine the fraction if you like to. Okay, so that's it for the part 1 of the lesson. Take care.